Hi everyone, I'm so happy that tonight we have together Dr. Celine Ian and Dra. Natalia Cardoso, both doing an amazing job with venous and lymphatic disease. We're going to address about the compliance of the patient, the tools we can use to explain the patients in the practice to make the patients more to understand about the disease and how they can address proper to all the venous and lymphatic pathologies. So one of the tools we're going to address tonight is about the amazing atlas developed by Dr. Celine Ian. And together with Dra. Natalia, I had the opportunity to translate for the Portuguese language. So girls, I want you to talk freely about this subject. And after Celine, we're going to make a presentation for us about this amazing art piece.
Thank you, Giselle, and it's so nice to be doing this together with you both. You're very dear to me, so it's been amazing to engage on this project together and to share with you all a bit more about how it started and what the Atlas is all about. I want to share a presentation, so I'm going to share my screen now to share it with you, and I hope that you can see it now. So the little atlas of flebology in Portuguese is going to be the Pequeño Atlas de Flebologia. And how it all started is that when I started working as a phlebologist, I noticed when explaining the pathology and the treatments to the patients, I really tried my best to explain it in all these words, but still often the patients left the room puzzled. Like, I don't exactly understand what she just told me. And as we know, a picture literally says more than 1,000 words. So I was in need of pictures to show to patients. And then I found out there wasn't one place where these were easily accessible, or the pictures that were there are from the educational books for the doctors and often still quite complicated. And that's when I started just gathering all these images from everywhere. And literally, I had every image from another source, another website, another book. So this was actually the first little atlas of flebology. And I had it in my pocket. And then these colleagues wrote to me, please also make me this little book. And that's actually how the idea started. And I figured how to make it into a real book. So that's when I started drawing. And the first sketches really were horrible, but I continued, and in the end I had all these images all together, telling the story of flebology. So this was the first edition, the Dutch atlas, and I launched it in 2021. And it contains these handmade illustrations made by myself, accompanied by simple explanatory text, which the patients can read themselves, and highlighting the essentials. And because it's so viral, you can just use it to show the illustration. You can tell your own story to the patient. And it covers the most common origins, clinical pictures, and treatments in flebology. So actually, it's flebology in a nutshell, easily understandable, and like I just said, you can tell your own story with it. And who can use it is all the practitioners in flebology, not only the doctors, but also the nurses and the edema skin therapists, but also general practitioners, because we know that a lot of flebology happens also in general practitioner's office. But patients can also read it themselves. For example, if you have it in the reading room, they can read the book themselves. And it can also be used for education, for example, for medical interns who want a quick introduction into flebology, or administrative staff to learn more about what we do. So actually it's for anyone, and for anyone who wants to learn more about our beautiful profession, which flebology is. And why, like Dr. Pedon just told, why we think it's so important, because we're dealing with chronic disease. So it's literally in the word, it's chronic venous disease, lymphedema, lipedema, all chronic diseases. And if you would compare it to other chronic diseases, if you would not use your oral medication in diabetes type 2, for example, on the first days, the first weeks, it won't have those huge consequences. But over a longer period of time, it can leads to these huge consequences. And that is the same in our venous disease. We need our patients to comply, but in order to comply, patients need to understand why to adhere to a certain treatment. So if we can improve our education to the patients, we also get into dialogue with the patients. They can immediately ask their questions, and you can discuss with them why this or that is needed to get them on board, and to improve the patient care and ultimately their quality of life. And I do think as physicians, our main goal, one of our main goals in treating the patient, is not only doing the best treatment we can, but also to educate them as well as we can. So this is a big compliment I got from Professor Sergio Ginesini, who said because of it, the goal is to improve the patient's life. It's not just a little atlas, but it's a big atlas. So I really want to thank him for all the support he's been giving me. He wrote a beautiful preface for my book, and he introduced me to all these amazing colleagues all over the world, including you girls. So I really thank him a lot for that. Also to my mentors who taught me everything I know about phlebology and who supported me when writing the atlas. And of course to all the translators. So in print, we already have the German translation by Dr. Tobias Hirsch. We have a wonderful Spanish team with translators from Spain and from Latin America. And now we have the Portuguese version of the atlas with you girls, Dr. Natalia Cardoso and Gisele Perron. So thank you so much for doing this together with me. Yes, we would like to mention that part of the book prize will go to a good phlebology cause, which will be a good cause in Brazil. We will announce later. And we're going to launch the atlas at Maradvance, the Congress organized by Natalia Cardoso and her team. It's going to be the beginning of June in São Luís, Maranhão in Brazil, and we hope to all see you there. Yes, so let's all join together there for this amazing conference. And in the meantime, if you would like to learn something more about the Atlas, you can look at the website, you can email us, or you can have a look at the Instagram of the Atlas. That was what I wanted
presentation. Beautiful presentation, Celine. We can know more about your work. And I want to know about Dr. Natalia Cardoso, who can share with us her vision and how we can improve the use of this amazing big atlas that we can use. And of course, we want to know more about the upcoming event in São Luís.
Yeah, so we are looking forward to having you both girls here in Maranhão in June for Maradvance. It would be the first time that we will see live the translation of the Little Atlas of Flebology for Portuguese. And we do have a waiting list of people who are anxious to have it. So we will have a booth here, an exposition site where we can have the copies, where you can grab your copies, where later on you can acquire those copies and also have it signed by the author herself, who's gonna be here with us. I'm very honored to have you, both you
and the
girls.
Translators.
Yeah.
Yes.
And translators.
And the translators. Yeah.
We will have a time where we have a few surprises that I want to tell later on, but we will have a time where Celine and Giselle and myself will be around coffee breaks time to sign the books and also to deliver to the ones who are interested. One thing that it's very important is, like you said, Celine, it's for a good cause. Part of the amount that it's paid for the book, it's going for people in need in venous causes. You know that we here in Brazil live a reality where people need it. So I think it's an amazing thing, and we are also looking forward to see if we can introduce these books in not only in educational sites like hospitals with educational sites, but also in the waiting rooms of where on the places that we attend, so we can more easily explain to our patients what venous diseases and lymphatic diseases are all about. So we are finishing Vein Week, and during Vein Week I had the opportunity of giving some talks, and it was quite cute because there was an old lady taking notes. So I think we are still a long way to go to give the information and all that our patients need from us. So I think with better understanding of what they need to do, they will be very much compliant to the therapy. So I'm really looking forward to June. So if you want to join us too in June, from 4 with the humanitarian mission to 6, we will be here in São Luís, Maranhão, doing Maradvance.
Yes, perfect. We'll all be so happy to be together soon. And I'm going to let the link written below so you can make your inscription in the program in Maradvance as well. And I hope to see you all there. It's an invite for everyone to join the event. And of course, have your own copy of the Flebology Atlas. It was a pleasure to have you girls here.
It's time to advance. See you all in
Yes,
Maranhão.
time to advance. See you all.